You know what's funny about turning 60? Everyone talks about slowing down, but I've got news for you. Your best years might still be ahead. I'm serious. The secret? Just 5 simple things you can start doing right now that'll keep you feeling young, sharp, and full of energy. I've spent years working with folks over 60, and here's what really makes the difference between those who stay active and those who start to slow down. The good news? None of these things are complicated or expensive. They're just smart habits that anyone can pick up. You're probably doing some of them already, and that's great. But once you've got all 5 working together, well, that's when the magic happens. I'm Hunter Carrington, and welcome to my channel. I've dedicated myself to sharing wisdom about living well in our golden years. From practical tips to heartwarming conversations, we'll discover together how to make these golden years truly shine. Subscribe to stay connected and inspired. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference for me. Let's get started. Number 1. Regular exercise. Good old-fashioned movement. I'm not talking about running marathons or lifting heavy weights. When I say movement, I mean the kind that makes you feel good, keeps you strong, and puts a smile on your face. Here's what's so cool about regular movement. Your body responds at any age. Sure, you might not move as fast as you did at 20, but that's not the point. A simple 30-minute walk can send fresh blood pumping through your body, strengthen your heart, and keep your muscles ready for action. Swimming? It's like giving your body a gentle full-body hug while building strength. And don't get me started on yoga. It's not just about touching your toes. It's about keeping your joints happy and your balance rock solid. Start small, maybe a 10-minute walk around the block. Then bump it up to 15 minutes, then 20. Before you know it, you'll be doing 30 minutes without breaking a sweat. The key? Pick something you actually enjoy. Love dancing? Turn up the music in your living room. Prefer quiet time? Take a peaceful morning stroll. Big fan of social time? Join a walking group or water aerobics class. And here's something neat. When you move regularly, everyday tasks become easier. Carrying groceries, playing with grandkids, climbing stairs. Suddenly, these aren't challenges anymore. They're just part of your day. Your muscles stay strong, your heart stays healthy, and those pesky health risks, they drop like autumn leaves. Remember, you're not training for the Olympics here. You're investing in your independence, your health, and your happiness. 3 or 4 30-minute sessions a week is all it takes. Pretty sweet deal, right? Number 2. Adequate sleep. Sweet, restful sleep. You know those nights when you drift off easily and wake up feeling refreshed? That's not just good luck. It's pure gold for your brain and body, especially after 60. But I know what you're thinking. Sleep isn't always simple anymore. Maybe you're up at 3 a.m. counting sheep, or you wake up 5 times a night. Trust me, you're not alone. Our sleep patterns change as we get older, but that doesn't mean you have to settle for tossing and turning. The real magic happens when you treat sleep like the superstar it is. Think of it as your body's overnight repair crew. While you're snoozing, your brain's filing away memories, your muscles are healing, and your immune system's getting stronger. Pretty impressive for something you do with your eyes closed, right? Here's the fun part: creating your perfect sleep recipe. Start winding down an hour before bed. Maybe sip some chamomile tea, read a good book, or listen to soft music. Oh, and that afternoon coffee you love? Try switching to decaf after lunch. Your evening self will thank you. Same goes for those exciting TV shows right before bed. They're like telling your brain to run a marathon when it should be getting ready for rest. The best part? Once you nail down your sleep groove, everything else falls into place. Your mind stays sharp, your energy bounces back, and those memory hiccups? They often smooth right out. Not bad for something you can start working on tonight. Number 3. Social engagement. You might not guess it, but your social calendar could be your secret weapon for staying sharp. Those chats over coffee, those belly laughs with old friends, even those quick phone calls to check in on family, they're not just nice to have, they're brain food. Every time you swap stories, share jokes, or dig into a good discussion, your brain lights up like a Christmas tree. You're solving puzzles, reading emotions, sharing memories, and creating new ones. That's some serious mental gymnastics happening right there. And it's happening while you're having fun. The sweetest part? You've got so many ways to keep those connections flowing. Maybe you've got a hobby you love, painting, gardening, or playing cards. Why not turn it into a weekly meetup? Local community centers are buzzing with book clubs, craft groups, and exercise classes full of folks just like you, ready to share their time and stories. Volunteering? Now that's a double scoop of goodness. You get to help others while surrounding yourself with people who share your values. Whether you're reading to kids at the library, helping at a food bank, or walking dogs at the shelter, you're building connections that fill your heart and keep your mind sharp. And don't forget the simple stuff. Those regular phone dates with your kids or grandkids, coffee meetups with neighbors, or even joining an online group about something you love. Each chat, each laugh, each shared moment is like a deposit in your health bank account. The science backs this up beautifully. People who stay socially active tend to keep their memories stronger, their spirits higher, and their minds clearer. But forget the science for a minute. It just feels good to belong, to share, to be part of something bigger than yourself. That feeling, it's pure happiness medicine. Number 4. Lifelong learning. Your brain's got an appetite for adventure, and boy, does it love to feast on new experiences. You know that little thrill you get when you finally master something new? That's your brain doing a happy dance, and it doesn't care one bit about your age. Here's something wonderful. Your brain is like a garden that keeps growing no matter what season of life you're in. Every time you pick up a new skill, tackle a tricky puzzle, or dive into an interesting book, you're planting new seeds in that garden. And just like a well-tended garden, your mind blooms with each new challenge it faces. Want to know what makes your brain really sparkle? Mix it up. Maybe start your morning with a crossword while sipping your coffee. Then grab those watercolors you've been eyeing. Who cares if your first painting looks like a rainbow sneezed on the paper? It's all about the joy of trying. In the afternoon, why not dust off that guitar in the corner? Your fingers might be clumsy at first, but give it time. Soon you'll be strumming your favorite tunes. Reading opens whole new worlds, doesn't it? Whether you're solving mysteries with Miss Marple or exploring ancient civilizations, each page turns your mind into a movie theater. And those local community classes? They're not just about learning. They're brain parties where everyone brings something to the table. Digital puzzles, language apps, cooking new recipes, bird watching. Each new skill you tackle sends little fireworks through your neural pathways. Your brain gets stronger, sharper, more flexible. And the best part? You're having too much fun to notice you're giving your mind the workout of its life. Remember this. Everything new you learn becomes part of who you are. That Spanish phrase you mastered, that bird song you identified, that tricky knitting pattern you conquered, they're all making your world bigger, brighter, and more interesting by the day. Number 5. Positive attitude. Here's a little secret about getting older. Your thoughts shape your world more than any wrinkle cream ever could. That sparkle in your eye, that spring in your step, they start right between your ears, with the stories you tell yourself each morning. Think of your mind as a radio station. You get to pick the tunes that play all day long. Sure, some days might start with a few cloudy notes. That's just part of being human. But you've got your hand on the dial, ready to switch to a brighter channel whenever you choose. And the more you practice finding those sunny stations, the easier it gets to stay tuned in. Each morning brings you a fresh batch of choices. When your joints feel a bit creaky, you can grumble about it, or thank them for carrying you through another adventure. When plans change unexpectedly, you can see it as a setback or an invitation to try something new. Small shifts in thinking create big ripples in your day. Your body listens to every thought you have. It's your most loyal fan. Feed it hopeful thoughts and watch how it responds. Your shoulders relax, your breath deepens, even your immune system perks up like a flower turning toward the sun. That's not just feel-good talk. It's your body's chemistry responding to your mental sunshine. Want to stack the deck in your favor? Start small. Each night, jot down 3 good things about your day. They don't need to be big. Maybe the way your coffee tasted just right, or how your neighbor waved hello, or the cardinal that visited your bird feeder. These little moments, they're gold dust for your spirit. And pick your people like you'd pick fresh fruit. Choose the ones who make you feel sunny inside. The friends who laugh easily, who see possibilities instead of problems, who remind you that age is just a number in your passport, not a limit on your joy. Their optimism is contagious in the best possible way. Remember this. Every sunrise is an invitation to write a new chapter in your story. And you? You're the author, the main character, and the critic, all rolled into one. Why not make it a story worth telling? So there you have it. 5 simple but powerful ways to keep your mind bright and your body strong after 60. When you weave these together, something pretty special happens. Your daily walk leads to better sleep. Better sleep gives you energy for that art class. The art class introduces you to new friends. And those friends, they keep you smiling and coming back for more. You don't need to tackle everything at once. Pick one thing that speaks to you right now. Maybe it's taking a 15-minute walk after dinner. Maybe it's calling an old friend you've been thinking about. Or maybe it's finally signing up for that cooking class you've been eyeing. Start there and watch how naturally the other pieces fall into place. This isn't about turning back the clock. It's about making every tick count. And you know what? I bet you're already doing some of these things without even thinking about it. Now you know why they matter so much. I'd love to know which of these 5 keys caught your attention. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's your first step going to be? And hey, if you found this helpful, give that like button a tap and subscribe for more tips on living your best life at any age. Share this with someone who could use a little inspiration. We're all in this together. Until next time, keep moving, keep learning, keep connecting, and most of all, keep smiling. Your best years, they're still unfolding.